Installing the ND filter or wide-angle lens. Prepare the ND filter or wide-angle lens to be installed. Hold the gimbal camera with one hand. Hold the upper and lower sides of the camera lens hood with your other hand. Gently rotate the hood counterclockwise until you hear a click. Then remove the hood. When installing, make sure to align the positioning notches inside the ND filter or wide-angle lens with the guiding pins on the camera. Rotate the ND filter or wide-angle lens clockwise until you hear a click. The ND filter or the wide-angle lens is successfully installed. Panorama. Panorama includes free, sphere, 180 degrees, vertical, and wide angle. The free panorama allows you to customize and capture multiple photos based on the subject, which can later be composited, offering a higher degree of freedom for post-production. Fly the aircraft to an appropriate shooting spot. Tap the shooting modes icon from the camera view and select Pano. The aircraft will automatically take several photos and synthesize a panoramic photo based on the selected panoramic photo type. Tap the playback to view the panorama photo after shooting. During shooting, tap the red icon on the right side of the camera view or press the flight pause button on the remote controller once to exit panorama. Note that accidentally moving a control stick will also stop the shooting. FocusTrack. FocusTrack includes Spotlight, Active Track, and Point of Interest, POI. Before enabling FocusTrack, make sure the flight environment is open and unobstructed with sufficient light. Click the FocusTrack icon on the left side of the app, tap the plus in the camera view, or select the subject on the screen to enable FocusTrack. Spotlight. Spotlight is the default mode once entering FocusTrack. Press the shutter record button on the remote controller or the screen to start taking photos or recording video. Push the left stick up, down to change the aircraft altitude. Push the left stick left, right, or use the gimbal dial to alter the distance from the subject. Push the right stick up, down to adjust the subject positioning in the shooting frame. Push the right stick left, right to make the aircraft circle the subject. Active Track. The aircraft follows the subject in the auto and manual submodes, which can be switched via the app. The aircraft is manually controlled to fly along a specified trajectory. Auto. The aircraft continuously plans and adjusts the flight path based on the flying environment, automatically completing complex camera movements. Here, we take a person as the tracking subject to demonstrate how to use manual. Tap the plus in the camera view or press the C1 button on the remote controller. Spotlight is enabled by default. Tap Active Track and Manual is enabled. Tap or slide the circle and aircraft will fly designated route. Tap Auto to switch to auto mode. The aircraft will fly automatically based on the flying environment. Press the shutter record button on the remote controller or the screen to start shooting photos or recording video. Enter the control settings in the app and select FocusTrack settings. Select person as the subject and configure the related parameters. Circle. After selecting the tracking subject, tap POI. Set the flight direction and speed. Aircraft will circle around the point of interest. The aircraft centers the camera on the subject and circles it at a constant altitude. Exiting FocusTrack. After enabling, click the FocusTrack icon again to exit. Before using QuickShots, toggle the flight mode switch of the remote controller to N mode. It is recommended to fly in an open, unobstructed space. If you are not familiar with the QuickShot mode that you've selected, we suggest starting with a shorter distance first. Launch and hover the aircraft at least 2 meters above the ground. Tap the shooting mode icon on the right side of the camera view and select QuickShots. After selecting one sub-mode, tap the plus icon or drag select your subject on the screen. Then tap Start to begin shooting. The aircraft will automatically fly and begin shooting, and generate a video afterwards. QuickShots sub-modes. Next, we will introduce the sub-modes of QuickShots. Droning. Select Droning and set your desired maximum flight distance. The aircraft will fly backward and ascend with the camera locked onto the subject. Rocket. Select Rocket and set the maximum flight height. The aircraft will ascend with the camera pointing downward. Circle. Select Circle and set the aircraft's circling orientation. The aircraft will begin circling the subject in the preset orientation and with the current distance as the radius while recording automatically. Helix. Select Helix and set the maximum flight radius and circling orientation. The aircraft will fly backward and ascend while circling the subject once in a golden spiral, with its current distance to the subject as the initial radius. Boomerang. Select Boomerang and set the circling orientation. The aircraft will fly around the subject along an oval path. Asteroid. Select Asteroid. The aircraft will fly backward and ascend to the set distance, and hover to capture a panorama. How to exit QuickShots. During shooting, tap the red icon on the right side of the camera view, or press the flight pause button on the remote controller once. The aircraft will exit QuickShots immediately and hover. Note that accidentally moving a control stick will also stop the shooting. Video playback. After shooting is complete, tap the playback button to preview the footage. Tap Create QuickShots to preview the QuickShots video. Tap the download icon in the bottom right corner to download the footage to your mobile device or the touchscreen remote control. MasterShots. Before flight, observe your surroundings carefully and make sure to choose an open, unobstructed space. After takeoff, adjust the aircraft to your desired height and position. Tap the shooting mode icon on the right side of the camera view. Select MasterShots. After selecting the subject, the aircraft will automatically select one of the 3 flight routes based on subject type and distance. Portrait, Proximity, Landscape. Portrait. When a person appears in the frame, you can tap the plus icon in the camera view or drag a box around the person to initiate the portrait mode of MasterShots. After confirming the subject, the map expands automatically in the bottom left corner, and the estimated flight routes and area are displayed in the map. You can adjust the width, length, and height of the flight area based on your surroundings. Tap Start to begin shooting. Scenery. If the subject is scenery, the aircraft will automatically calculate the distance between the aircraft and the subject once shooting starts, and select proximity or landscape based on the result, with the flight routes displayed in the map. Next, let's take proximity as an example to see what shots the aircraft will perform. Droning. Circle, far. Pitch up plus fly forward. Circle, close. Circle, medium. Rocket. Camera down plus flying forward. Camera down plus circle. Camera straight plus descent. Camera down plus descent. How to exit MasterShots. During shooting, tap the red icon on the right side of the camera view, or press the flight pause button on the remote controller once. The aircraft will exit MasterShots immediately and hover. Note that accidentally moving a control stick will also stop the shooting. How to use the editor. After shooting is complete, tap the playback button to preview the footage. Tap Create MasterShots to preview the MasterShots video. More templates are available for creative editing. Thank you for watching. HyperLapse. HyperLapse takes a certain number of photos according to the time interval, and then compiles these photos into a video of a few seconds. It is especially suitable for shooting scenes with moving elements, such as traffic flow, clouds drifting, and sunrise and sunset. HyperLapse shooting. Fly the aircraft to an appropriate shooting spot. Tap the shooting mode icon from the camera view and select HyperLapse. Then select the HyperLapse mode. No matter which mode you choose, you need to set the shooting interval time and the video length. DJI Fly will automatically calculate the number of photos to be taken and how long the whole shooting process will take. After setting the related parameters, tap the shutter record button to begin shooting. Free. Free mode requires to set the max flight speed. When shooting in free mode, you can manually control aircraft movements and gimbal tilt. Circle. Circle mode allows the aircraft to automatically fly around the selected subject and take photos to generate a HyperLapse video. Therefore, you need to select a subject first and set the circle speed and circle direction. Once tapping the shutter record button, the aircraft will automatically fly horizontally to calculate the distance between the aircraft and the subject, and then begin to fly around the subject while shooting. Course lock. In course lock mode, the aircraft will fly in a preset direction to shoot and create a HyperLapse video. Tap the lock icon to lock current heading as the flight route direction. Set the interval time, video length, and flight speed. After locking the flight route direction, you can still adjust the aircraft heading, but the flight direction will stay the same. Waypoints. In waypoints mode, the aircraft automatically flies and records along a preset route. Tap Waypoints and fly the aircraft to the starting point. After finishing adjusting the frame, tap the plus icon on the lower part of the screen to add the first waypoint. The aircraft will record the current location and gimbal angle. Fly the aircraft to the subsequent shooting locations, adjust the aircraft heading and gimbal tilt, and add the waypoints. The aircraft will generate the flight route based on the set waypoints. You can view the flight route in the map. Tap the three dots on the shooting location setting panel. Set the shooting sequence, interval time, and video length. Once tapping the shutter record button, the aircraft will automatically fly along the generated flight route and begin shooting. In waypoints mode, you cannot manually control the aircraft by moving the control sticks. On the upper left corner of the panel is the HyperLapse task library. You can save your current trajectory in the library or use a previously saved flight route. How to exit HyperLapse. During shooting, tap the stop icon on the right side of the camera view, or press the flight pause button on the remote controller. The aircraft will exit HyperLapse and hover. Video playback. After shooting is finished, the aircraft will automatically compose a HyperLapse video for you. You can preview the video by tapping the playback button Thank you for watching.
Why are you flying? Mountains are my way to inner peace. The ocean always has a voice calling out to me. Moments are the most meaningful things. Record the moment is not to make you see the world see you, but to make you see the world.
Tá, juro. Só ela, eu como com raiva.